Welcome back to another episode of Lloyd and Friends. I'm Lloyd.
I'm Maggie.
And today we are going to be sharing 10 of our favorite ultralight luxury items. 5 from Lloyd.
5 from me. And we don't know what each of us brought.
True. Literally, Maggie's is under a blanket underneath the table.
So how about we first define what a luxury item is?
That's great, because it is a bit subjective. I think for the sake of today's video, it is a non-essential item that you bring with you. With the full understanding that what a luxury item is to us might not be a luxury item for others. And I definitely know I have at least an item or two that people are gonna be like, that's not a luxury item, that's just something you bring backpacking.
Right, and so it's all personal, it's all like relative to.
So these are our luxury items.
Let's get started.
Let's do it.
Don't look.
Not looking. Oh, good one.
Goose feet gear, down socks. Okay, I was on the Arizona Trail and I froze my off for 2 months, but someone lent me their down booties for the last 100 miles. Damn, did it make a difference. Because it got like colder as I went farther north, you know? And wow, like I just slept so much better. I guess it's kind of an essential, but feels like luxury.
I feel like that's an item that you're never going to regret having.
Yes.
Like never have I ever been in a tent been like, my feet are too warm right now.
Never, and I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. I mean, these weigh nothing.
Right, pure luxury.
Pure luxury.
There are little clouds for each foot. And I believe these are made in the USA.
Yeah, they are.
Goose feet gear.
Yeah.
So check them out.
Some little down booties. What do I want to start off with, Maggie?
Oh,
I mean,
a mini spoon cover.
a mini spoon cover.
Or a mini ditty bag.
A mini ditty. Yeah, it has multiple uses. But in the use case that I'm using it for, while I go backpacking, is as a spoon cover. Just one need a spoon cover. I honestly thought that this was a little ridiculous when I first saw it, and now it is a mainstay of my pack because I'd give myself a B- on trail hygiene. Maybe a D-, I don't know, something very bad. But this spoon cover helps me to keep my spoon feeling at least a little bit cleaner, to be able to keep dirt, grime. This is something I'm in my mouth. Yeah, I've been there, not fun. But it is such a like simple and effective little thing. I think it is luxurious purely because it is not essential. We've been backpacking for a long time. I've never seen a spoon cover prior to last year. People can argue if this is actually innovative or not, but like, I don't think someone had made this before. And so that is an original contribution to the world of ultralight backpacking.
This is something that I always thought was a luxury item, but I actually consider it to be an essential for me. But I still know that it's in the realm of luxury because it does cost a few more ounces depending on what size of a notebook you're going to bring. We also sell these little golf pencils that are really convenient, and you can always just sharpen them with a little knife. But I always journal at night when I'm on trail, and so I just have to record the ridiculous stories that inevitably happen on trail. They need to be written down and, tracking my miles for the day.
Yeah.
So this is an essential for me. And so we have Write in the Rain notebooks of various forms and shapes and sizes.
Like tiny little mini ones too.
Yes, but those are a little too small for me, personally. But yeah.
You got more thoughts than I do.
Yeah. I love these stapled ones that open up more like a book. So yeah, and they literally write in the rain with a pencil or whatever, and we've tested them with Nolan's Tears. If you cue that video.
For all your trail tears.
Yes, there are, many trail tears.
I love the fact because I frequently find myself, like when you go on enough backpacking trips, sometimes they kind of blur together. So to be able to like go back years later and kind of remember what you were feeling in those moments is important. Okay, that's Maggie's number 2. One of my new favorite items. The
Tent Stake Pusher by Cam's Backpacking Gear.
Yeah, I love this thing. Again, it's a luxury because it is not essential. You have a hand, you can push a stake into the ground, you have a rock, you can have a twig, you can use something to be able to push in. But this thing weighs pretty much nothing, and I have like my hand remembers times when it was trying to jam a stake into the ground, and people were like, oh, well, a rock. Like, well, yeah, but a rock is also often not a very good instrument for doing this. And this is like a really like perfect solution to a very common problem. You can tie this little dude onto your steak sack so that you don't lose it. It fits, it makes a million different variations for different types of steaks. But yes, few things bring me as much joy as this little ultralight tent stake pusher / Christmas tree ornament.
Yeah, Cam 3D prints these. He's based in Virginia, I believe.
Sounds right.
And he's really cool. Oh, he also has a YouTube channel.
He does. Yeah, fellow YouTuber.
We can link to that. Okay.
No overlap so far.
No
That's exciting.
overlap.
We'll see.
Ta-da!
Wow!
Arctic Fox trekking paws. So you don't need these on your trekking poles, but honestly, they enhanced my hiking experience, and I just really like them. And they don't weigh very much, and I love these little paws. So they are made by Alec and Eric. They're based in New Mexico, and they really wanted to make something that changes things up with their trekking poles while also giving you some more grip and stability. They do donate a portion to conservation efforts too, which I also really like.
That is something we do like.
Yeah.
We're going with my third item here. This is something that I have been proselytizing for absolute years.
I just nodded because I saw it under the
A
table.
sit pad. I love a good sit pad. One might say, sit pad's not a luxury item, a chair is a luxury item. Well, you can always sit on the ground, that's always an option. There's logs, there's spots that are not wet. One does not necessarily need a sit pad, but it's very light, it's very durable. I've used the same one for about 3 years now. It's great. I love sitting on something. It makes me feel a little bit more human on trail. I kind of use it as a little tent vestibule. I'll also frequently put it underneath the foot of my sleeping pad just to add at least the perception of a little additional R value. But I love just being able to whip it out when I'm just taking like a quick little break, be able to sit my butt down.
I feel like more and more I see people carrying one of these, and for a long time I wouldn't carry one. I would just sit on my Tyvek. I'm probably gonna carry mine with me.
Yeah. Tyvek, I feel like that is like, that's the non-luxury version
I
of
know.
the sit pad. Of like, that's like
Yeah.
real, like you're basically just sitting on the ground with a thin layer.
So this is great.
Yeah, I dig. It's also just one of those things that you don't have to like treat particularly nicely because you're gonna sit on it. So, butt pad.
This is one that I have a feeling we have an overlap on this one.
Okay.
Rology balls.
Oh.
Do I need it? Ooh, the lines are blurred here. Because it is so light, but I mean, it is a luxury item. It's not in the true essential category, but I feel like it's somewhat of a necessity for me on a long trip, just to like really roll out my arches and different spots on my feet. These cork ones from Rology are just super light. I feel like it's kind of an easy luxury item to bring along. These are the 1.4 inch diameter ones, which are nice. They're super small and light, but then that's the mini one. And then there's one step up from that too.
I feel like that is always an interesting conversation of like, where does the line between self-care and trail and luxury meet?
Yes, because I think if you want to make your hike the most sustaining for yourself, then you do need to take care of your feet.
Yeah.
They are 100% cork, so it's plant-based, it's chemical-free.
Merrick in Rology, who's lives in California. Merrick's awesome. He was kind of on like the front end of like making cork balls cool, and there's been a lot of knockoff Rologies, but Rology, to my knowledge, is one of the OGs, and yeah. One could question the luxuriousness of some of my other items, but I think this is a legitimately very luxurious item.
Okay.
The Alpenglow.
Right on.
I love the Alpenglow by Alpenflow. The Alpenglow by Alpen. Wait, no. Alpenblow by Alpine Glow. That's it. That was it. Alpenglow by Alpenglow. Tom Leggett, engineer extraordinaire, maker of very cool pad inflator. I love this thing. It weighs next to nothing. It provides a really big service to me of not making me almost pass out when I'm inflating my sleeping pad in the evening. It really adds a quality of to my existence, as that is one of my things I dislike most about gear is having to inflate it myself. So
Yeah.
I like this thing. I like the fact that it has a cord that can plug into your phone or into a power bank, and that allows you to be able to inflate your pad from it. Comes with a bunch of different nozzles. I use it for my X-Lite. I really like it. It's quiet. So it's not gonna like wake up everyone around you or be an annoying distraction from the natural sounds. It's just a very fun, cool little product.
Okay, so this is a luxury item that I used to never even think about bringing. I took some of these with me to the Boundary Waters, which you can take a bit more weight when you're in a canoe. Not gonna lie, I might be bringing these with me on my next shorter hike, and that is wipes.
Wipes!
Which is so controversial because I like to be as zero waste as possible. But honestly, like, since I try to not use single-use products in my day-to-day life, this was just like, you know what, the impact of this is just incredible. When I can just take the dust off of my like arms and especially legs and feet after the end of the day, I just feel amazing. So we have a few different options. We don't sell these, but this is a cool company, Terra. But we carry the Sea to Summit Wilderness wipes, and then we have Wissy wipes, which you add water to, and then Venture wipes as well. But
I love these. I keep these in my drawer. One of my biggest pet peeves is being in a tent at night and having my legs be like really sticky, touching each other. And like that is that is the reason why I have a hard time falling asleep, is because like I am just like I'm overly sticky. Okay, Maggie. I've got my last item here, but a little secret surprise. Last item after this one is Maggie and I both brought an additional item that we don't sell at Garage Grown, but it's just a little extra bonus content. So I'll share my last one, and then we'll get our bonus content in there. Okay. This one, a new prop.
Oh.
Who said that wall was just for aesthetics? I love this thing.
Oh. Hot lips.
I've heard this described as unnecessary and frivolous and silly, but I love it. I like drinking coffee in the morning. It's something that I really enjoy, and I do not like burning my lips.
Yeah.
And so this is something that weighs next to nothing and allows me to be able to comfortably drink from a hot titanium pot. And so, yes, necessary? No. You can just wait for it to cool down, or just like be okay with a slightly hotter pot. But it's something that I have no reason to not bring it, and so I bring it. It doesn't get in my way, especially if it's in a pot sack, it stays nicely. Especially, because let's be real, who backpacks and doesn't have super chapped lips all the time?
That's true.
So I feel like this is when your lips are the most vulnerable, like they're the most susceptible to heat and the elements. And here you are about to put it on a raw piece of hot titanium? No, we're taking a stand. Hot lips. Cheers to that. Those were our 10. Maggie, let's show our last two, again, not Garage Grown gear products, but two luxury items that we like to bring on trail.
So when I first started backpacking, I definitely was just doing a lot of like using what I have and like borrowing a lot of gear and stuff. This is not the exact item, but I brought a piece of a cashmere scarf.
Whoa!
This is an alpaca scarf that I was just wearing today, but I get, depending on the trail that I'm going on, it might be just super, super cold. So it was like a square of a cashmere scarf, and I would wrap it around my legs. And honestly, it just really elevated my warmth.
Yeah, feels like you would find a lot of uses for that.
Right, and I know cashmere is expensive and stuff. Honestly, go to some thrift stores, and people don't know how to price cashmere. You can find.
I love that. My luxury item that I bring on trail are Post-its.
Really?
And this is maybe weird, but I also like to be able to journal, but I often, when I have like a full page, I feel like I have to be able to fill it. So what I do is, for how many ever days I am on trail, I will bring that number of Post-its. So if I'm on trail for 4 days, I bring 4 Post-its, and I give myself that amount of space to be able to write about it.
Talk about minimalism.
Yeah, and then by the end, I have a couple of Post-its out of my trips. So at home, I have a little place where I put my Post-its from my trip, so I can go and look at them. But
saw bear, got bitten by bear.
Here is picture of bear. Yeah.
Ate ramen again.
Yeah.
So Lloyd, Maggie, if you, of your 6 items, could only bring one of those 6 items, those 6 luxury items, which one would be your one item?
It depends on the
Non-negotiable
spot.
with me is the sit pad. Has to be the sit pad. I will not go backpacking without a sit pad. Well, I will, but that was. But yeah, the sit pad is my non-negotiable.
This is so hard for me. Okay, I'm torn between the booties and this, but I can wear 2 pairs of socks.
Hey.
And I think I really need to write and to draw something.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Hey, good question. Hey, just want to thank everyone for tuning in. If you see anything that you think is fun or interesting from these, there'll be links in the description below for places to find those. On behalf of myself and Maggie, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.